kanisa mu training abatta mu firefighting akakanisa kagenda kwata omuliro ogambe Museveni ayokyezze kanisa. This one is what received her industry training in Kasese Cobalt Company. Esther Solome, this is 4th June, from 4th June 2007 to 16th August 2007. Certificate of Employment, Kasese Cobalt Company Limited, KCCL. This is to satisfy that Nachimera Esther Solome received her industry training at Kasese Cobalt Company Limited in Environmental Department and Mechanical Section. While with us, she carried out her training effectively, signed, signature and stamped Andrew Lumbu, the Human Resource Manager, on the 17th of the month of 8th, 2007. The Human Resource Manager. Jajjange yali Human Resource de mu lunyanyimbo olwangu. Oluganda anti olunyanyimbe lumita Human Resource. Naye nga olulimi Oluganda abali mu lulimi Oluganda Human Resource yani tomumanyi buuza mukyalawo ye yabisoma siyenze nabisoma. Then certificate of training Kasese Cobalt Company Limited. This is to certify that Nachimera Esther Solome attended and satisfactory passed a one-day waste and spillage management training course presented on the 26th of June 2007 at Esther ngoli mu bikadde nnyo at least nkusingako gwe tomanyi kyakola olinda traka y'obuseke mu nyebbiya eyayise ku kkubo ekimotoka ky'amafuta kyagudde amafuta ne mugenda ne mutwala ebidomola mugajje kumbe gakwata omuliro gulyoke gwokye taatawo ayagala amafuta ag'obwerere ateke mu kamotoka ke. Poliisi ng'ejja okubagoba poliisi etutulugunya alobwongo obunafu kino kikulu. Western Spillage Management Training. Kati bano bawanayinki abataasoma batabisobola amusomo gwalema. Museveni amafuta agongeza mu America. Amafuta ga America tojja gasobola gagula ggwe. Oba olowooza ga ddoola emu 350 ezo z'okaaba nga bazongezza. Amafuta gayiise. Omusajja omukulu baleeta ebidomola okubba amafuta. Laba trailer bwekwata omuliro nga temumanyi n'eryoka ebaluka omulundi gumu. Oluvanga mugamba gavumenti ab'ebyokwerinda abatumanyira manyi they are supposed to barricade that place. Barricade omumanyi bateekawo those the ribbons to barricade the area and show the other drivers that there is an accident, there is a spill. And if the mafuta belongs to Total or Shell or Caltex, they are supposed to come and clean up their mess. But you wait and you wait for the villagers to clean up their mess. Shell Uganda gave us a training before I went to audit their petrol stations all over Uganda. We were subcontracted by Pinnacle Consult, John Kamara. That is a project I was supposed to get 6 million. And someone handed in work late. And I got 1,700,000. And 1 million I gave it to my mother for surgery in 2012, in October. And the person who delayed with the work got my money. They were supposed to get 12 million. I was supposed to get half of that money. At a time I had gone back to school. The person who was supposed to get 12 million quarreled. Yet it is their problem that they cut down the costs. And the big man pushed it down to us, the subcontractors. I went in the field, I did all my work, and I presented it. This time round, I was requested to go and sit and I do the work and finish. But I could not. I was busy running around with my mother in hospital. I was busy running around with my education. My health was bad. We had Tanzanians in the country, and I was part of the people that was running around with the Tanzanians, making sure they are doing well. We had girls who were pregnant. I had to take them to Mengo Hospital to check out on doctors because I have friends in Mengo. My mother is in hospital. I have a family member who was in hospital too. That is the same year, the same month, we lost a family member because of an accident. She jumped off a border and she was stepped on. I had a lot going on. I boldly told my team leader, and I'm like, today, this time round, I am very sorry. Let the practitioners who sign in on these books, me have never recognized, let the practitioners come and do their work. They are not going to get money for free. They went to the field. Let them come, do the work. They ate the money. We were given per diem. And when we are going to be paid, I always get half of what they get as practitioners who are certified by NEMA. I love my friends, but when it comes to stepping on me, you get more money than we do, yet it's us who do the work? I was like, no. I was polite enough. And my team leader had to understand. We audited Shell Uganda. We audited Umeme. But I got the field training from Kasese Cobalt Company Limited. And I served God in the industries like that to help people understand the concept. To teach people, I don't need to make you pay. I'll sit here and I teach you about waste and spillage management training. Your friends are going to make you pay the money. Yet they studied on government sponsorship. I did not pay Kasese Cobalt to train me. And they made me fly in any department I wanted. My time. How many trainees were we? I think we were 2. One was in the chemical department. We call it the laboratories. I used to go to the laboratories when we bring the samples. We used to collect samples to check whether pyrite has polluted the water body in the parks, because Kasese Cobalt is in Kasese near the park, the game parks. Then we needed to go to the communities. Juliet Kavasita gave me an opportunity to fly. I was just a student, and by the time I was done, they wanted me to stay and hire me. But I had to go back to school because I had a year to finish. They preferred me staying and hiring me. That is how good I was. They put me on the side. Every manager came out and they're like, that girl, we want her. Because nze nga tosoka kunneegayirira nga nnyingira buli omu, nze nayingira mu ball mill. Ball mill is used, it has heavy stones of metal and it hits the pyrite. Because they send the pyrite, they have a gun they use to hit the rock. Pyrite, the product of pyrite is taken out of Uganda. It is used to make the body of a plane that you sit in. Did you know that it's what it's made out of? Oba gotula mbutuzi. Tugenda mu America. Tugenda ene Bubirigi. Mwana tugenda London. Tomanyi nalwa vessel gy'otambuliramu, what are the materials that make the vessel? Naye okubipostinga gwe mulimu onyumirwa nnyo. Gwoba osooka obipostinga to ofune big following. Naye you don't have a clue. Ugandans, you stop at posting things. Muyenza nasoosa obiraba. Excuse me. Do you know how it's made? Abana mbatwaleko mu credo basome STEM. Wadde abacredo tebajja mu kiraasi tebakebera na messages zange. Balabira ddala nga mbaliirawo akatale. Nga tebe batuula otusomesa. Ewe kibeera. Mutwale abaana mu credo mu STEM. Mukama yabawa essomero. August 2020, the Lord told me to tell Manuela, Pachuto Mulondo, that God had given them land. What she did was to tell me to talk to her secretary. I had to call Mulondo Brian, share the information. Then she comes back and tells me, why did you report me to Brian? I'm like, Madam, I don't work like that. When God gives me a message, I give it to you straight. Then later the Lord told me to tell them again that he has given them the education system. Before I know it, I see Mulondo with the first lady. I was doing my work. Right now they cannot watch me. But me, I have to serve the Lord. Share their content. Because for them, they are content builders. To do God's work. Yes, mwenanja kuba wampola mpola sirole. Because tebalina wings. They don't have wings. I carry the wings. There is having a talent and a gift, but you need someone with wings. I carry the wings that can take you to government offices. Because I come from a family where we government. I can take you up to the president's office. I just sit here and they take you. Why not? Mwemumalanga mufuna mweyo nga musanyuka guju nga atoli nyakunze eyakuwadde ebiwawaatiro ng'otema Ugandans. Omunene asigala munene. Big size hello. Tanange kanseke nga sina kyakola. My family members, never warning and never gamba, be careful. We are not out of the woods. I sat and told certain people. Because in the family we have people who are killed by government. And they covered it. We know. Nkugamba mugenze mu kibaala toteka wansi chupa. Mukomberera obuchupa. Abantu babaye kukuutirizaako. Sitaani ayagala kubalyawo mutulekera abaana. Naye engeri nti abamu muyina sente nnyingi zijjalabirira abaana bammwe ate n'akola ki? Continue. You're all my family members. Tekira kimbafaako. Mbafaako otherwise singa nali sibaagala. Nze okubaagala kwe kubasindikira ebintu bya Mukama. Olemegwa mu panchi. That is how I am serving the Lord. Olemegwa mu panchi ya musiru. Anjiri eretangate. Kegamba nemba tunuulira nga mwenna mulina obwongo obunaafu. Naye mujja kuba bulungi buli agoba enjiri ng'ogiyita timech ng'ate mwe muli ebibayamba muwedde. Yes, it was 29th of August, 2020. And I told them to go to Dr. Sarada's church and meet the man who has their land in the spiritual realm. That man is affluent. He works on TV. He's a pastor. God gave them land for their school, and it has to go to a level of a university. And the only way they'll get it is by walking right with the Lord and get it out of the spiritual realm. But if they don't, bajja kusigaza bukunkumuka. Real deal Katonda jagisigaza. It is that simple. Nabagamba buli naleka memo nembagamba buli gwe ngambye ekigambo nga Mukama akingambye. Kankusabire nti oli kifuna. Anti Yusufu yalootanga. Oh, erosa Esther. Nasomesa class, Joseph and his brothers. That's how we look like in the season. Nze munagge kola mulimu gwa Mukama nga mpeta nga nkugamba ebintu bya Mukama nga weeraga weefuula omunene nkusindikira ebintu ngamba secretary abirabe. Mukwana don't work with secretaries when it comes to the word of God. If omukyala bwe yeefuula omugezi nga nsindikira omwami. When I was told that I'm separating people's marriages, ne ngamba good. Ne bangamba stay away from our wives. Ne ngamba nedda tetugenda leekaana. When I sent to the wife, I sent to the husband. The same thing. Hey, all my friends who quarrel that I'm stealing their husbands, what I send to the husband, I send to the wife, so that when they sit there and they send Nabo get deco, they will have the same information. You don't have any of my audios. I don't do audios. But that dream had an audio. Mugende ngompayiriza mbuno nze nayawudde obufumbo bwammwe ngenda nfulumya ebyamwa byammwe byamaka ndibeerabira abaana b'emmengo muli bakatawi mwannaatu abaana b'emmengo nze nabatya mwekobana n'ekkanisa okumpayiriza nti mmenya obufumbo ne families neŋŋamba nze aweereza mukama katonda wange. Tasoma kati mu spiritual waste management. This is how I serve the Lord. Nkozesa my grounds okubayamba. Mwe temwabisoma kubanga omusomo gwale mwasoma business. Buli alina business gula ka fire extinguisher ekizimbe kijja kukwata omuliro emaali yegende. Excuse me. Kati waste and spiritual management Cobalt yantendeka how to handle and manage the different industrial wastes. Please, in your car, buy cotton wool and put it in the car. Have a fire extinguisher, buy cotton wool and put it in a car. Have a jerrycan of water. Put the fuel in the engine. Don't put a jerrycan of fuel in the car, because it will be the end for you. Now you who smokes, be careful out there. Sent you plenty. Don't smoke while driving. Don't drink while driving. Be sober when you sit on that steering wheel. We lost friends in accidents like that. Nga bava mu kutamiira. Nze nina void za mikwano zange be nali njagala ennyo abafiiridde mu accident nga pain nkyajula because they loved me so much. I don't care whether your family does not love me. Temulina kyemutugulira, temulina kyemutuwa mwanaato. Nze simanyi gye watuula ne sitaani ne mukola endagaano ne munkyawa. Nze bwenkebera mu likodizi zange tonkwanangako tetuyombangako. Naye bw'oyomba ne famire yange n'onteeka mu lutalo lwammwe gw'ogenda viiramu awo ne sitaani weewammwe. Anti sitaani ebyo byakola ng'akwawula ku muntu anaakuyamba. Sitaani byakola agenda kuleeta omuntu abatabule. Naye gwe tokimanyi. Ogakale mukano gange oyo nali mwagala nnyo. Sitaani agenda kukwawula ku musajja ne ku mukazi abanaakuyamba. Nze nina bakwano bange batabise ne famire ne bajja ne banyiigiramu nze. Nze nina omuze nze saatwalako bantu waffe. Abantu be natwale waffe mbamanyi. Ate abantu abamanyi mu famire yange tebamanyi wa taata wange. Nze when I make a friend with you, you stop being my friend because of so and so. Fira Kawesa introduced me to different people, and I stepped beyond him because my relationship now with the people he sent me is completely different. Abalala bagitaminating nga lwanjiri ng'ate nabo baweereza ba Mukama. Lwaki? Kubanga baagala okusigala ku ntikko. Unfortunately mbasinga obukulu. Naye obuzibu bwe tulina nti nze no one has ever ordained me. I don't even have a church. Kati byenjogera tebiri mu magezi. Unfortunately, the men ababalira be bataata bange mwoyo abasinga mwakalokoka. Esther okubye nnyawo nedda katukubirewo ddala tusobole okgenda mu ggulu. Nze bw'onyiiga olw'enjiri mbu nkusindikira nnyo enjiri nga bakuyita paasita. Genda maaso. This is how I handle waste man, because there was a waste and a spillage. Enjiri yange yagenda ne spilling away. Good. Kati ne mugirinnyamu ne museerera good in 2022. When the year was beginning, the Lord told me, Esther, go back in 2020. Pick the bag of instructions. You're leaving a spill. Clean after yourself. Ng'abantu bayomba. Abasumba ne bayomba. Banange nasirikira bwenti neŋŋamba ye kagamba nze mpereza sitaani. Neŋŋamba oyombesa enjiri. Wabula mampangula. Abali mu media departments benyamba amakanisa gaabwe gafune following ne bangoba ne bayomba neŋŋamba hey, this is how it means to serve the Lord. This was me serving the Lord in your lives. Mwana ngenda okulaba nga spillage abakyala babasoma ne bamblocking bannange natya neŋŋamba ye sitaani ng'ate oyimukidde mu kyenene ne baŋŋamba nedda Esther Musumba kintu yagamba yegwe Joseph weewammwe neŋŋamba Joseph oye. Now this is me handling the spirit I left behind. I'm cleaning after myself. Good. how to handle and manage different industrial spills. Tuli mu church mulimu sipiiru, muleeta ebintu bya kiyayeyaye ku bituuti. Kati this is me cleaning after you because yenze nakola environmental engineering and management. Ningenda ne training mu environmental impact assessment and audits. Ekibi kireekanye nnyo. We need to curb down the environment, it is polluted. Ekibi kigenze wa Mukama kati tuli eno tukubwa kibooka amayite mujja kugalaba bwe mutagendereza. Bwe mutasaba nnyo bajja kubaggalawo. Nabagamba nabawoni nga tino mwekendereze lockdown. Ejja kukomawo ne mugamba ne mulowooza nnimba kati ne mwamputa mbona prophet of the doom. Ne ngamba bannange nze atalina biyenje. Kati ate doom mukozesa ki? Naye engeri nti mulowooza muli biyenje katubafuuyire. Phew. West segregation. Njawulo ebyomuwendo mbitali bya muwendo. Ye West segregation. Bannange nse Jeremiah 15. West segregation. You have waste at home. Please separate the plastic from the biodegradable material and use the biodegradable material to make gas. You want a system for home? To make, and I assessed septic tanks for Kampala to see whether we can use them for power, to generate power from renewable energy. I did not my renewable energy for my master's, and my supervisor decided to eat my research and ate my master's. But my work is on the net. It is on gig. They said I am the principal author. I was sent a copy, but I did not graduate, and they had a fight in the university. And people thought I had copied the information, that I went in the field and collected the data myself. Then I was connected to a lecturer from South Africa, Professor Sevtosi. He's a Ugandan 311. And he taught me, and he took my work and took it through an app that checks for plagiarism. He taught me how to, because I had done research methods, right? And your reference work, that is not yours. And nikatinze nalifala. And God connected me to that man. As much as I did not graduate and I felt so bad, especially when I left my work. I left my job. Actually, it's not work, it is job. I left my job. Yet I'm the breadwinner at home. To go back and do a master's. Getting the money for tuition was not easy. They told me the Norwegians said they can pay for the tuition, but they cannot, only stipend. The upkeep I had to sort myself out. And my friend, by the time I went back to school, I had a tin of coins. There were 500 inside. And the tin of coins looked after me for a full year, the whole of 2012. Samuka money, financial peace. A full year. Church, I would stop at Watoto. Then I would be like, I would go to Equatoria, I'll find my family members seated there. Maybe they'll give me some transporter. Or I can walk from Watoto to Mperere. Ngamanyoka jogao. But I'm like, I just sang over all busy bang, they have transport. One of my family members, I love you so much. The only teacher I know, Yangamba Esther, when you are going to walk, make sure you have money in your wallet. Because you might think wherever you're going, they have the money, and no time save get. He did not say it out of a bad heart. No. He told me never to plan in anyone's pocket. But I was like, my friend, what if I don't have, what do I do? I used to do those things, and I would leave home. I'm like, okay, because when I was staying in Seguku, I could pay 500 shillings to Kampala, right? Was it 500? Yes, or 1,000. And I get to Kampala, and I know I'll go to Amber House, or I would go to NSSF. Or I can go to Bank of Uganda, or I can go to East African Development Bank, or I'll go to Mutasa. Oh, I'll go to Owino. Oh, I'll go to, there's a building in there where my friend had a movie studio and sit there and work. I love you, Fiona Biger, the sister to Sempewa Ronald, who married Joan Sempewa. Esther Solome. Oh, Uganda, you know, Fifi, I met Fiona at Caltech Academy, and her brother Sempewa Ronnie. He came from Lowiri Senior Secondary School. And me and Ronnie, we went to Chambogo. He went and did automotive and power engineering. These are men who understand the oil industry. But most of them are now self-employed. Yes, that is what happens when you meet friends in school and we become family members. And if you're not by their home, parents' home, they were staying next to my grandmother in Kasui. I served God in their lives like that by being a friend. Standing in the gap whenever. When I didn't have a job, I did not have money, I would go to Fiona's shop and we sell movies. And when I'm leaving, I say, Fiona, I make sure Mama does not hear us. Then we would go for overnights with Pastor Ben Ochola at Miracle Center Cathedral. And I take Fiona by force, by fire, by force. I love you, Mrs. Weekender. That is how I served God in their lives. I didn't have a job and I needed to survive. I didn't have to steal. Or I would go to the bank, either Barclays banker or Stanbic banker or the Israel officers or MTN. Esther. That is the joy of having friends who work in the corporate industry. That is how Esther survived the 6 years without her job. Because I never wanted to put the whole load on my friend's back that I was staying with. You let someone pay your rent, buy their food, you bring nothing. I had to be creative. The Lord told her to pay my transport to church. That is how she served the Lord in my life. For you, how do you serve the Lord in people's lives? God is seated in us. The Lord uses our gifts to serve others. If I can see beyond my nose, I have the wings, I'm going to put you on my back and I take you higher, higher. Because you have what it takes to go higher, but you don't know how to get there. Me, I come with my wings and I carry you higher. But for you, you're very selfish. You cannot use your grounds. There is a younger man, I love him so much. Manatu Nawiso. That man has used his talent to serve in people's lives so that they have food on their table. He trains young people to come and act and have clean entertainment. We can do it as the film industry of Uganda. You can visit other nations and see how other actors do things. Then come and apply it in our thing. Tuina drama. Mwana tobimanyize tata wange yakola drama na. Fe tuliba drama queen. Tolaba abantu kutajja tuwagira bintu byaffe. Fe tubeera ne drama olina okuba ng'olina wano okutula mu bintu byaffe. Bwe tutuuka ku National Theatre ne tuteekako poems ojja kudduka. I went and critiqued their work and I told them, you add the music in there, I think. I told my brother and he's like, no, come for our next meeting. Then I met the man behind Lancet Meet of Poets. And I told them, no, add some music. There are people who love music. Gamba, when someone is reciting, let this one do the action. It was me. It's the sort of way to go to the My family members used to support my brother. Mbawa and Patricia and Pauline. Patricia and Pauline. They used to go and attend my brother's things. Ngafete tugenda. nga tubeere no omwana tava mukubo, omwana tukke waka late, omwana oyo agenda afukamyaye yaye kyokka your brother is good at it kyokka tom supporting. Nenyula lumu neŋŋamba bato bange mumanyi, when there is a recital I'll give one of you the money, you go and sit there. In the 2015 they had the moleso of the manuscript. My dad's sister was in the country. I told her let us go. She had the jet lag. She just does it there. She just does it there. We sat in the audience and we enjoyed the manuscript. I have the CD here. It has very interesting poems. You go and buy it. My brother, they wrote poems, and each child wrote poems that were interesting. That's how we serve the Lord in each other's life. You don't know how to go and support someone, but support them the right way. I buy my brother's books. Nengamba mnanga atali bwenze wesimu samwoting bwente we nayiga naye twasoka nno kuyomba ng'agenda mnanga akola bubi S6 kati lumu tuba ne family gazalingi ng'agenda ajja nga kati ngambiyomberamu. By that time yali nakawa. My brother yafuna accident because of reading a novel. That accident was taking him to Mitiana Street without asking for permission. Now, munago nosonyiwa okwefukula ebiti yange bibeera wano naye simanya naabiba. Kirabika mukata bintu yange ne mundisorganizing ne mala ne mugamba netaga manager simanya byakoze bya. Omuntu atalina studio suubira nkole ntya. Siyenze naleeta ennaku guma kati we mbadde disorganized guma after all manera yatugambye tugende eri mu organization naye munnange by'abantu bali ku ground ate ne sente siziweza. Abanaagendayo banadda ne batusomesa ate tunaakola ki. Njagenda ku YouTube channel mulabe nga wa organizing amanyi okuorganizing emmere. Nagamba omwana atukoze ekyono. Ne ngamba kale nange bwe nnaakula ne nfuuka mufumba I'll get organized. But as of now. Katonda yatonda abantu waliwo nga tetulina choice naye okukkiriza nti engoma eba nnene nga Esther Solome olikana mu njolobo olette olugezigezi. I support my friends. You buy the music and they get the money. Kati mbere no ne music wakatayi nkagobereyo. These girls taught me how to support my brother. Nze Esther obwongo bwaberanga ku school because tagenda ebibuuzo ne bitutawanya. Nengamba nedde tetugenda kudda mugamba senga school fees. When natandika okukola mu 2010 ne tukikwatamu. I made sure I educate my siblings. Nga senga byatasobola nga nze ninnyamu mu ngatto. Because I've done it since I was at the university. Natuka ekiseera ne tubiyomberamu. Kati tuba tuli ku mukolo eka. And that time I was still at the university. So we had a function at home. One of us, I think, was getting married. Kalabika kali kaski. Kati nzize tuyimiridde muzeeyi najjanga akaga. Jaja huyo jaja. When my brother enters, jaja huyo. Kumbe jaja mtini omukazi yeza asazet. I tell him, how many points did you get? You don't study. We quarreled. Abazzukulu ne batwawula. I cried. Nangamba ekikolo oyagala nkole by'oyagala. Twabiyomberamu mukano wo. Abeebi abooluganda bita. Bwe bayombanga dde bali beekoone beekube bajja kuddingana. Twayomba. Don't joke around. Namugamba ozanyisa sente. But in 2010 yakimalako. He came clean and told me, Esther, I have been doing this paper. We are not finishing it. I'm tired. I don't want to lie to you. I burst out and cried. And he told me, Esther, all the times you've called, all you ask is about school. You don't ask me how I am. You don't ask me if I ate food. bannange nali nnina okwetonda. I had to learn to serve God in my brother's life. I had to learn from my brother. I treasure my brother. I've never wanted to have a young brother, by the way. I've always wanted to have a big brother. That's why my friends, when I meet them, the men, I look at them as brothers. And me, I easily get attached to people. But some boys read it the wrong way. The boys that I have seen a husband in, I know them. And if they've noticed, they know how I look like when I want more than just a brother. And they are very, very, very few. The boys, nga muli bwe mulaba omutima gukola praise and worship. Bwe babaayo mu bulamu bwange, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. In my whole life, only 4 men could make my heart skip a beat. Among all the men I have met my whole life of 37 years, only 4. Only 4. The first time in a soko balaba, my heart skipped a beat. Sigenda bakubuulira kati oli eyo weesongolooza oli ku lisiti mukaano toliiko. Only 4. Nga ngamba banange Mukama Katonda wange oyo nangambako. Only 4, and only 1 is qualified. The other 3 don't qualify. Esther tubamanyi kizibu leero okubye ebbali mukwano toteeba tubireke. Leero toteeba. Bw'oba omanyiiko ndowooza omanyi omu yekka. Omanyi omu yekka. Abalala ne bw'osiiba n'osaba oli kupoteya. The other 3 ne bw'osiiba n'osaba. Tamwewaana mbu you seen the spirit. Abasajja ntino omutima gwankola ate ababiri tebakimanyi nti nno they have ever made my heart skip a beat. Esther nga lwaki tobagamba abadde atyo ngaze mbagamba ku ddiri kibo tebakiraba n'omuto akirabira mu girasi tangala mulimu akantu kali maama gwe tobiraba ng'otambula nange mwana abadde ki Katonda wange kitaafe ali mu ggulu. Tubadde ku West segregation netandika okwawula ebyomuwendo mu bitali bya muwendo. Kati nezija nekusomesa yawula ebyomuwendo mu bitali bya muwendo plastika buveera kati eno nzija buveera obwo bwe mulyanga muli ne bapastors bammwe. Omwana muli obuveera neŋŋamba tufune giraves. Omwana alina kulya vegetables. Nekwata munange giraves. Olina okwambala giraves ebola yajja. Ame uniform tujja bizza bino. PPE, personal protective equipment. Abadde ki ira gloves yingira tetuna buti. Yambala gloves omwana ato. naye ogenda eyo bataata mu season wasalawo kwebaka mu kitandi kitali kito toyambala giraavuzi ogenda kuleta jimusi waka nange musasi tujja kubeera ne soshoni y'abamaama ne bataata abakola ebyamaama ne taata nga tebaneetuuka balugudde kati ng'ogenda n'akasawo kaffe kano akasawo kaffe kabeeramu kigaalo zolina okubeera n'obusawo mannaatu bulijjo kano akatu kanoonya kati engeri kino kano nakatu kasimu kolawo si kakuwandiika nedda kopini oyingiza wali olaba eno essimu yeeno giraba essimu kati ze baakola teziri nkankadi waliwo oteeka kanakano oteeka akasimu kaadi ko essimu zammwe teba anti uganda bajjako accessories muzigule separate obama maana mulabye naye tewali kyakkola mugula obusimu mu obwo obudduukadduuka ne bajjako accessories kati olaba essimu yo wano olaba wano awabeera we bayingiza sim card mukano tuteekamu ekikwanso jjo kale osobola okukosa ekikwanso oba toyina yiiya kano kena simu kandala kandala kano kanene nnyo akeeno katini akeeno kali ku bisumulizo byange kali eri katini nnyo ofumita wano nakateeka ku bisumulizo kubanga mbikozesa gye mu ofiisi yange kati kafumita wano kano ne kavaayo kati nedda since kano kanene kalika kano ka iPad I think so kale tugende ku wano ng'oba toyina ng'oleta yiyalingiyo galos yazika omwami yiyalingi jamusimukati erimu ekiwuka ng'okola wat kola kakavaayo essimu egambye tino bajjeemu SD card ng'omala ng'osindika ng'ozzaayo anti essimu empya yo bayo wafone erina okubeerako kanakantu kano ka iPad kyekyola kikanene nensobola okukakozesa okukufumita netundula envunza kati egambye kino essimu kadde ekomyewo taala eri you have used 28 GB taala erigwa omugula data wange okay tuli eno tusomesa how you serve the Lord somesa abanno baguze essimu naye tagitegeera musomese naye tena nkusasula onsomese okujja mu simu kaadi naye abana mbazi buli omu alya ku magezi ge awulamu tulina obwavu kibi agenda kutuyiya buli omu afiire mu firimu ye leero kati nzize sina kyebakolera girls have such a bag in your bag otekamu pampa yo nedda paadi that is Esther serving the Lord kana katabo kekusomera ka muntu byebyo bye yawandika that is their opinion kubanga ogenda kungamba ye atabadde alina guideline yali nedda mukano ngenda yo nesoma reference naye gamba eno nenkuwa my opinion nga Holy Ghost wabakirungamiza wali wonna ebwetyo Kasese Corporate Company Limited nenjigiriza West and Spillage Management Training so that I clean after myself oleme kuseerera kugwa wonna ogwanze bw'olinnya mu sipiru yange nga tukutwala mu kyalo nga tukuziika bwe bibeera safety first okitegedde kati wetamala okutraining kaawo ne batwala ne batraining wano kati eno mu Western Spillage Management ne firefighting byonna tutwalira omuka jumla kati nezijja ne bampa certificate endala certificate of training Kasese Corporate Company Limited kugondi yaabwe kati eno ya training batekako ekyo kati eno ya just West Spillage tebateekako kifaananyi kati waliwo eri eya just kugendayo waabwe kubeerako just kuzanyirako mu bintu yaabwe nabizanyiramu sijja kwegaana nendeka abantu nga mbakubiza kibooko nze gwolaba nabakubya kibooko mu mutima sijja kwegaana ali omusajja alina gwe yasindika nagamba mbu nankwana nagamba nti no ye embeerera tazaalangako ngenda okubuulira olugambo nga lutambula nga bagamba mulwadde neŋŋamba naye ensi erina ennaku kati eno bateekako just the logo of the company but when it came to this company do your certificates look like this? Do you have certificates like this? I don't know. Okay. Kuberako sunglasses. They are called safety glasses. We have earplugs. They have, because it's an industry, then they have gloves. Then they have an overall. That is your personal protective equipment. In COVID-19, our personal protective equipment is the gloves, the sanitizer. When the army uniform comes, we shall go back there because that is the garment you're supposed to wear in this season. Whether you like it or not, it is the garment you're supposed to wear for protection. It is safety first. Don't quarrel. Mboya Museveni yenonyeza bibye teri Ebola. Agenda kukukwata ofe. Then you wear your element, your gloves, safety shoes. The weather is bad. I told you, what shoes are you wearing? You're not listening. It's okay. Cut tugende maso. Nachimera, this is to certify that Nachimera Esther Solome attended and satisfactorily passed a one-day job safety analysis. Do you have such things at your workplace, in your business? Are they there? They're not there. Okay, let me help you small. We are not here to go into details. You have people who are doing they are doing the things. Go and pay their money if you have it. Continue. Anti-Mateka life of competition. I don't compete with you. Me, I'm helping people who cannot afford certain things. Those who can afford, please go to the classes and pay the money. Good. Let's continue. Course presented on me. I went and I read the book of Mushabe Dixon, and it was teaching us about branding. When I sit in that book, then I attended a class with the Kula community. Rachel Senyondo is Musima is one of the people on top of that thing. She works with people like I'm forgetting the names of the people. Bakafuluba Kula community. Mulimu baganda bendoza bali babiri. Family affair. Then mubeera mu nemikwano gye basanza bali mu insurance. Banage mugende mugule insurance ya gundi. Ya tuli naawe prudence okitekite. Mweganda ensuwa yowaserevuze. Ogenda kufa COVID oleka abaana. Continue. Course presented on the 17th of July 2007 at the company training center. The course equips the trainee to kubanga muli eyo muyomba. Mugamba omuliro gukwata gutya abantu tebali equipped ate temulowooza tebiriyo. This is 2007 for crying out loud. NEMA has a book of the laws that govern the nation when it comes to safety. Young 7 and I'm like, man, ate temukisusa nnyo sagala tetulaga ennyo bujega. Yes, okukubeera mujeg. Kanchirungi yoleme gamba tinakuvumi. No, kasitobera ngo obwongo bw'obunaafu. Nagambe kanisa nembagamba bannange mwegendereze. Nemegenda kubaggala. Ngenda okulya nga bagamba NEMA tetwagala, government tetwagala, nentunula nti nengamba nti temujja mu kiraasi. Ekisooka temwasoma. It's bad manners. Nedda say bad manners. You educate the children in church, right? You pray for us to get the jobs. Unfortunately, when we get jobs, status changes, we don't have time for church anymore. Bwe tubeera abaavu tusaba nnyo. Akasimu ka pastor buli sawa. Munange Pastor Robert nsaba kunsabirako. Munange Pastor Ben Ochola omulimu sirina. Bw'omala ogufuna tojjukira Pastor Ben Ochola ne church ng'ogikyusa. Kati oli ali ku watoto. Naye nga kasitetasiko okukula katandikira ku Miracle Center, katandikira eri mu biwempe. Omusajja w'ebbombo ye yakusabira. Maama kati ovuga lukululana. Ani atwale emmotoka yange ebbombo mu nfuufu. Ani atwale emmotoka yange Nangabo mu kyalo. Kyokka ng'ekizimba kyali kikuluma. Watoto teyakisabira. Emmotoka wagitwala Nangabo. Nangabo yakulukuta naawe. Yakwata mu masirago. Nangabo yatuula n'awuliriza, yalina obudde obuwuliriza abakaaba. Nooka abula bannange Pastor Victor James Rubwama Yesu akunjagalire mwana atu. Omusajja atuula n'awuliriza ebizibu byaffe ne tukaaba n'atutunuulira akuleka n'okaaba. Nakugamba Mukama yaggambye. Omusajja awonyeewonye n'ebizibu byaffe mwana atu. Otulaba ffe ba corporate tugenda wa Pastor Victor James Rubwama eri mu nzigotta. Newe tumala okwambuka. Kasito yambuka. Nga tutandika okuyimba obwo obuyimba. naye ng'omusajja yatusabira ali eri mu nfuufu ng'eri ewa Besigye ennanga anti ekyo nno kyalo kyaffe wali mu kiti eriyo senkanga omuwati teri amugjawo teri amulyawo nannyini nkumbi wali ne wabeerawo pediatrician wange wali ne bazaalawo omukyala eyanyiga ekyogero eri ne wabeerawo dokita wange omu bw'ati kati ne musumba wange n'abeera awo kwegamba nze Esther Solome bwe ŋŋenda eri mu ddwaliro mba ntuuse buli kimu nfuna bufunya amagulu n'engolola ate omwana tunagenda n'akola enguudo kwegamba ne gujabagira neesigala ng'eri ekintu ffe twakiwamba kati ate gwe wamwe temulina ke mukola they don't serve the Lord in any way. Esther, continue. Ab'omu kibuga tebasobola tusabira bizibu byaffe ne bigenda tukkirira mu kyalo ne twekeekeyo mu nzigotta ne tugenda musumba tomu ne tutuula wansi ku mikeeka n'obwa cooperative bwaffe n'amala otubangula amaka ne gatereera ne tulyoka tuddukayo ne tutuula ne bapasita baffe ab'omu kibuga omwoyo gw'olaba asomesa mizimu kyokka nga obufumbo ye yabutereezezza kati ne pasita wo n'atandika okusomesa obufumbo abutereeza naye nno naye alina emizimu yalaba emizimu nze kambayambe sijja kubusobola. Yes, you have a job, you need safety analysis. At church, they give you an assignment. You need safety analysis on how you're going to serve the Lord and execute. When you get a job at church, look at the job. What are they telling me to do? What does it require? Good. Let us go to the village. But which village are we going to? How do we dress up? The village has Muslims. You come dressed in trousers. Easily ripped. Mulokole n'alyoka akalambira. That says the Lord. Amabere gali wegati. Kagamba ne gwabuli. Bannange b'evangelisti. Mugendeekeka nabo babayambe naye muli bobe. Mulokole n'avaayo okubuulira enjiri. Kati nno bano ba corporate ne gujja bagira. Bambadde obukonde empewo olufuwa nga sikaati egisitula. Anti batugambe tugende to evangelize. Study the environment. Wamugenda mu kyalo ebulindo okubuulira enjiri. Si mmwe musooseeyo. Bakitaffe baabikola ddobo eri abona gye bugendamu. Bakitaffe baabikola dda nga batambuza na bigere. Nga tebalina na mmotoka. Don't be the one mbugwa asoose. Mukwano, there is nothing new. There is nothing new. Why not? Tuli ku job safety analysis. We are saying, how can I serve God? This is me serving the Lord. The page I sent you, that is someone's opinion on how they read the word and how the Lord spoke to them. It's their devotion book. The Lord told me to use everything He has equipped me with to teach His word. Course presented, yes, job safety analysis. Break up jobs into basic steps. Where are we going? We are going to the marketplace. We are going to Nakasero. We are going to Owino. How do you dress? What bags do you carry? How do you move with your phones? There are thieves down there. You think that you're mulokole? They will touch in that bag of yours and steal your wallet. When you're going downtown, how do you dress? You're going to preach the gospel. Those boys, they are going to cut that bag and take your expensive car phone. Omusiru agenda kulaba nga obuulira enjiri tebati entisa ya Mukama yaggwamu Uganda. We don't fear God. First of all, nawe kennyini entisa ya Mukama tolina. Obwatuka bubwatusite mulina magezi muli basiru mukwano. When you're an evangelist, ask the Lord to give you the right words. There are things you don't say on the streets when people are hungry, when people don't have money. Ask for wisdom. It's a team of 5: evangelist, prophet, apostle, pastor, and the teacher. The evangelist goes to the field And he goes with what? You carry a bottle of water. You're going to carry sweets. Why? People are going to come with kids. There are people who are hungry. Equip yourself. You cannot go to evangelize when you don't have money and you expect people you're preaching to give you money. No tekawo n'akabbo. Mbwa amata g'omuweereza wa mga. Naye nga tuli baavu nnyo. Evangelist. My mother used to go to hospital. I never saw her collecting anything when she's going to preach the gospel. Telling her friends in church, now I'm going to preach the gospel this day. My mother would just wake up. It was her assignment. As much as the church had an evangelical team. And her friends who used to go to preach, everyone would go on their own. But our generation, to take a status, tambuza, twetagayo Bible, twetagayo pamba, twetagayo pamba. I cannot refuse to send you money to go and evangelize. Naye temulina mpisa. You don't have moral standards. You don't have etiquette. Yet you sit and teach us etiquette. But you want me to support your hustle with God's money. I am a custodian. Back in the day, my mother would go to preach the word of God in hospitals. Ejo kati gye mugenda ne mulowooza kyakabi. Samulabako ng'akuŋŋaanya abantu mutuweeyo engoye, mutuweeyo ku ssente, nedda mukwano. Naye gwe otukuŋŋaanya, ate ye gwe vision bearer. Naye empisa mane ya ne myezi 0. Ffe ate abakuyamba, abasinga okuleeta, ate ffe b'omanyiira, ate teweesobola. Tomanyiiranga abantu nga teweesobola mukwano. Mwabakolera ebintu mu group, temuddangamu okumanyiira abantu, temwesobola muli banaku. Katonda wa munaku, amapasita bugembe kagala nnyo Katonda wa munaku. Oli munaku, enjiri togisobola weka. Ogenda tugamba munnange mwerezeko ku ssente tubulira enjiri, naye ate toyina mpisa ng'omusumba. Excuse us. Watugambye tuweereze ssente z'ekivulu, enkya n'oyingizaawo olumotoka olupya. Lwaki abantu tebayombe nti wakoseza ssente zaabwe? Ate temwagala bagamba tukutuwa accountability. Kyokka olina omulimu ogw'okukola. Tubasaba accountability ng'oyomba. Mulowooza twabye ssente zammwe oli mulalu gwe wazikoze. Omanyi kye tuyitamu nga tukola ssente. Mukwano, tokola ebintu bakadde bange bye baakola. Nze wangatta mu bintu byo kubanga temwesobola. Tolowooza nti mwe musoose. Nze ngenda kubatereeza ettumba. Ate tugende maama sabula. Nina mukwano gange yabeeranga eyo ngagamba sabula maama sabula naye okubye nnyo kati takyajjako front line anti omusango gwamukwata. Nsanyusa nga weekwese. Nedda please. Tuli ku job safety analysis. We are analyzing the evangelist. Supposed to go and evangelize. But the words you bring out. Abantu basobola nakulokoka. Bakutunuya ne bamuyita katemba. Entiisa ya Katonda tolina. Kati ate abamu afuuka b'entertainers. Teri alokoka. Naye ne mukama ne mutulimba. The thousands gave their lives to Christ. Can you give me the accountability of the thousands that give their lives to Christ? Are they going to church? Have you done monitoring and evaluation? Do you monitor them? Esther, they were just passing by. In your evangelical team, you should have men and women who do monitoring and evaluation so that you bring back the report. That is how we serve the Lord. And you give accountability. Continue. Job, break up the jobs into basic steps. We are going to evangelize. Okay. We are going in Nakasero market. You will touch this door, the other door. Good. We are going to meet back here. You do the meeting from church. You buy a box of water. You don't have anyone to buy. There are evangelists who are on the team, but they are abroad. Talk to the team. Then they bring the money. Write down the money that was brought. At the end of the assignment, give us the accountability. I love accountability. I love feedback. Not to ask you, no sente zakoze. That's not what I'm talking about. God wants us to give accountability. You're supposed to do record keeping. That is, Auntie, God trusts you with the small and the big. But God is going to give you thousands of money. Ngechintu chikuze, vision ekuze. But if you're not faithful in the little, how is he going to entrust you with a church? A friend asked me one time, am I going to start a church? I told a friend, my assignment does not involve starting a church. And some people will be like, well, now my friend, I am a different breed altogether. When I was sent here, I was not told to start a church. You send your teams and they start a church for your branch in America. I am not part of that organization. I'm very sorry. That we were breaking the jobs and to basic steps. And we follow the steps to execute the assignment and complete it. You're going to put in raw materials and we get a final product. I will want you to give me a record of the entire process. Read the book of Malachi 3:3. Of the whole of it, Malachi 3. There is no gold that comes out without going through the fire. You don't terminate the process when it comes to God. You refused to attend class in 2020 and you ended up losing. And with God, you do your retakes. You don't cheat. Hey, Yamawe. Continue. After breaking up the job into basic steps, identify risks and hazards per job step. You're going to the village to preach the word, right? Put your job. What assignments do you have? Your to-do list. Now, we are looking at identify risks and hazards per job step. Put each one by one. Look at it. We need money. Where are we getting the money? What is the source for our money? Are we going to steal it? You have team members who are working. These are ideas I was bringing on different groups zenali ntulako. Nga munange njogera n'abantu nga ndowooza bategeera naye kye baali baagala babeere ku ntikko y'ekintu ne bangoba ng'ate banaku ate ng'obwongo nabwo. Kati bali eyo balina ebikujjuko tebamanyi naye batambuza posters zaabwe ate balina ensonyi tebali hambo. Tebamanya nti balina omwana omunene. Wings ze bwe zistretchinga, it goes everywhere. Amani ego. Abakayana bukayanyi bya kiyaye ego chi ngwe. Mkwano, you will never take away the fact that my grandfather is a king. Genda munango oyo mbene simu. Ne bajerega ebintu byange babirinnyiridde nentu nawe tinanga nno muli banako. Mwe mwajja mu ssomero ly'abakabaka. Nze sabagambako kusomera mu ssomero ly'abakabaka kutusanga. And abaana bonna bava mu lineage z'abakabaka. They do mengo 4 years or only 2. They don't do 6. Abakola 6 batono. Abava mu family ezirimu royalty. We do only 4 or we do 2. Those who do 6 years are very, very few. In my father's house, we all went through Mengo. They were taking me to Gayas and I refused. I did not want initially. Because the owner of the name takes all the kids to Gayaza High. The girls and the boys go to Budo. It's a family affair. And some people are doing it in the family when they don't know that it's a ritual. But the king's goal, the first school, was Mengo. That's why for us we were taken to Mengo, by the way. The Lord allowed it that we go to Mengo. My sister that follows me used to get 4 from P1 up to P7. Now when we're going to get final exams, there are parents who used to quarrel. You know how you take your reports home? I keep telling you to pray for your kids. Kids are going to do exams, right? And all the time parents were like, who is this girl? Who is always on top? Why? A parent used a kid. They cut my sister's hair. Bamsale chigoli. She comes back home and mama asks, who cut your hair? Because when we're growing up, our hair is not taken everywhere. Mama used to cut her hair using a comb and a razor blade. She did that to Tata too. Tata started going to the saloon when he fell sick. And his friend would take him to the saloon. His friend who became a brother, Tata Kakoza, who gave us his Diana to take me to the university when I was going to Chambugo University, and I was the first one there. We left home at 6 a.m. Katonda wange. I'll tell you that story some other time. Mama, even nange. I used to wonder why. Then one time I touched my father's head and it was very, very soft. And I'm like, hey, what is happening here? How can a big man have a very soft head? Muzanyira kutata wamwe ate nga weffe tumujanja wate tuba tetumuzanyirako. Tuba just tumwagala with love. Make sure munagaja mu community nga atukula nga tukwata bulungi nga tumuyonja. Identify risks and hazards for job step. Kati, you do what? You get to serve the Lord. So you separate the assignment. You break down what you're going to do. Then you identify the risks of going without when you don't have enough money. You have a project as a church. You want to build the church. What do you need before you go before the Lord? Actually, first go before the Lord, and it is the Lord to tell you that to build. Most of the pastors have built churches when God has not said so. He called them to do a ministry. They were only supposed to build offices for the ministry. They ended up building a church and collecting people when it was never in the assignment. Yeah, Esther, you wanted them to sit where now? They were supposed to have a building for offices. That is why people turned their ministries into a business. Now we have to brand the business. They put posters and they put their pictures so that you understand this is my church. You want to tell me when God sends me to your church, I have to look for your photo? You want to tell me God does not have a GPS? He's the one who created these things. Psalms 24. Why do I have to put my poster on the church board where you put your church poster like this? Then instead of putting the name of church, you're putting the poster. Muli basamize. Mukola ebintu ate mmwe temukitegera lubagambako nga muyomba. Nabagamba mwegendereza amakanisa agakozesa ebipande basumba bammwe abamu bali mu witchcraft. Ate togenda kubiraba lwaki be balina amaaso agalaba bokka. Mwabawa obuyinza okubalabira. Mukyaki yo muwanika ebipande. Mwana tu pastawo yava ku mulamwa ng'anoonya amaanyi. Esther nedda ebipande tuwandiikako Jesus loves you mukwano. Mukwano, Balina omunene waabwe. That is how you identify to them. Bakola n'omugagga owakubiri. N'olyo Brazaloni. Owokubiri ye father, spiritual father. They subscribe to him. Ne batwalayo n'ekiweebwayo n'ekimu akya 10. Ogenda kusalama ku ATM bakusabire nnyo. Mukwano wagendako musa. Esther toyita bannosomo. Ge mazima. Kati baalemwa. Bakozesa yanga pastors okulyawo Pastor Robert. Bamujjeko ebisumuluzo by'eggwanga. Tatange oyagulira Pastor Robert, Mukama n'amuwa ebisumuluzo by'eggwanga. Ebisumuluzo by'ensi yonna ebyaggwanga, ebya presidento. N'ebyabakabaka munnange Pastor Robert ne bamuwa ebisumuluzo. Taata wange Mukama gwe yakozesanga instrumento. To be instrumento ng'omukadde wa kanisa mu Uganda. Kati ojja kuba bulungi. Kati mwana tubakozesa abasumba abato. Okusemberera Pastor Robert evangelic system. Bamujjeko ebisumuluzo babiwe Brazaloni ne Prophet Kakande. Balyoke batwetike bulungi nga bakozeseza omugigi omuto. Kubanga bano bakitafa ab'omwoyo bayina empwitu. Tebawulira. Kati ate abaana abato barespectinga amafuta. Bagala nnyo amafuta. Nga tebamanyi nti bali ku mafuta amajjungulule. Kati pasita nakugamba obwana bwe bwegendereze nga bumala gagenda mu bukyaki. Mbu bagenze kuweereza Mukama balinnya ku bituutituuti bye mutategeera. Munnange mukwano mugenda mu ssabo. Temugenda kubiraba mwaba obuyinza babalabire mugume. Nze sigenda kukibikko bamunyiige simwe mu nzaala. Aba ababaki olw'okuba mubagulira airtime simanya byakoze biti ebyo byammwe. Nze sibiriimu. Bakopa ebintu. And they have to be very creative to hide it muleme kukiraba. Kati ate bakitaffe mwoyo abamu tebalaba. Bali busy nnyo into their ministries. Ng'omubi bw'ayita. Kati bagamba judging. Babishops bamwe bakola ki mu church? Basobola kuba babeera mu church ng'omusumba abulya nga bali wali. Lwaki mulonda abasajja abakadde? Kubanga Mukama teyabalonda. Oyo yaludde ne pastor. Olugendo lw'ekkanisa yalumanyi. Yaba abeera omukadde w'ekkanisa kuddiru ki? Buuza Mukama bannanga wano omukadde w'ekkanisa aluwa gw'olonze. Muteekako mikwano gyammwe byasimanya tukola ffenna mu corporate world. Agenda okutuuka nga musamira nga ntunula. Esther weetegeke weesimidde akannyo jja tuwulira. Mukwano temusasula rent wange wa wano. Ne kitange temugendayo mulaba tetumanyi oba yalidde oba teyalidde. Nze mwekyankabira. Gwe bw'oba otuwadde nnyo giba 5,000, 2,000, major issues zezisolving eno. Ne baganda ba taata abamu bagamba omwana yagenda e Bulaaya ajanjabe ekitoowi. Kikube Esther kikube anti okitobba gwako kango kube 31st asange nga nteredde anti nakugambye tuyingira November. Nze nfuga eno November tozanyiranga toleeta essaga liko mu November. Nkwate bulungi ensene ntemujjaziraba. I love Ugandan jokes. You're something else. Magamba mbunu baziteke ku courts of ngani abateekako. Mwagala kutulya mwafoka locust mu bintanga. Identify risks and hazards past job step. Oyagala kuweereza Mukama nkitegedde. Naye mu planning. Bw'oba tamanyi ku planning agende wa manera akuyamba osobola okusasira $9,000 mwepanka for 3 days. Genda. Egenda tetusabe. Anti nze kirasi zange tozaagala. Genda omunene akusomese. Anti nze ndi mutono. Mugende 9,000 okuvanga 11 paka 13. Ngenda msasule sente. Oli too disorganized. Ekanisa ekulemye no. ate temwagala kusasula. Abalokole mwagala ebintu ebyobwereere. Kabana kabakunkumule ate tunakola ki? Mwe mubasabira ne bafuna emirimu ne basoma ne byatiikirira mugume mugende. Ate maama bungi abeetaaga ku Saturday. Abakyala maama bungi abeetaaga abaana abawala mugende tusabe. Abigairo yafumbira omusajja omusirusiru nabbali. Mugende kuba saa 12 ez'okumakya paka 12 ez'olweggulo. Then bwe tuvaayo ekiro tugenda mu kulya mmere wali eri ku golf course. Esther Solome tumale kikulukuta eri mu ssaala tumale tugende tujjuzeewo emmere. Ebipande nabikuletedde tontabula. Mwabalina ebikujjuko mu myezi egijja tujja mbasanga. Ate ku Saturday kwolwo olunaku okuva ku ssaawa 10 ez'olweggulo paka ssaawa 10 n'ekitundu tugenda kubeera bunamwaya mu Arise tugende tu Arising. Kati kola ky'osobola saagala weetika ebyo tasobola. Size matters. Tolya ebyo tosobola. Okitegedde tugende ne maama bunjo tukulukute. Maama Kayanja buli lunaku abeera ku kitu titavaako nakugamba olina omugoberera buli kyalaga tompa byakola nvaako neesonyiwa. Esther nange maama wange wakyakyasaaba Mukama yamulonda maama we yayonoona. It's a season, it's what I mean. Ne mama wo Mukama yamulonda era mmanyi omwagala nyo trust me. Nga muyita mwina ba mama. Mami, namutunuulira nze sisobola muyita mami. They never qualified in my life. All they've done, pastor's wife, is to destroy me. Nde mumwamize ebyo mama wange manyi gy'abeera. At least I'm not their daughter. Why should I call you mama when I'm not your daughter? Nze manyi Pastor Jessica Kayanja, Apostle Sarah Bunju. Taito bangamba damanyira abasumba. Wabula nduguddemu. Kati bwe nkwita maama Lutalo, bwe nkwita akataitoko nalo Lutalo, bangamba dampalampa abasumba. Ne ngamba nze omwana w'omuweereza. Ne ngamba bamaama lwaki temweberera? Bamaama muyina olugambo. I have evidence. Nze samanyirako muntu. Namugamba Mukama bye yaŋŋamba. Nemala ne mugulira ne keeke ku anniversary ekyo yakibagamba. Ne tuyimba n'okuyimba byonna biri recorded. Ne mugamba ngudde ddala abantu aleka ebutabika wa America. Ne ngamba yihi yasengenge natutwala mu geyeena. Bamaama abasumba mweberere mu mwana. Ne mama wange mama mukyala wa muweereza ate ye nno mukadde wa kanisa goli pasiti. Mama wange mukyala wa overseer naye kimufuula overseer. Okitegedde aleza abakyala b'abasumba ng'obufumba bamubugenda n'abalema. Kati be bali eri be banene be balina ssente era be batutoolerako please. Mama wange aleza abaweereza kati be mumanyi abaatiikirira abagagga b'omu Kampala nga amagezi gaali ga maama wange. Mama wange bwakuwa amagezi olina okuzimba enju kujjako ng'oliko ekikyamu olina okusoma n'ogenda ku masters abaana bo balina okusoma ne bamalako ne bafuna ne PhD. Gwe mama we byabisobola mama we abeera mu lugambo ate gweoyagala okutinkiza onyumiza maami omaamiza biki? Kyokka mama we akuzaala tomuwa kitiibwa oli ku kyakyoboza mami. Mama we akuzaala tomugulira nga we wadde ogomesa wadde omuwa kasukaali oli ku kanisa oza mami zaaki ye yakubiika. Nedda ge mazima toyinza kuvaayo n'owa vasita kitiibwa nga nnyoka akuzaala ayogera weesimbye ejjaali ng'olinga omuti gw'essimu. Nedda tugenda tereza ekkanisa webibeera tonjagala naye sinajja kukolera ojja kunjagala amadda. Tugende maaso. Yes, mulimu hazards. Bagenda kukubira ku street. Bagenda kukuba tiya gas tamanyi njiri. Bajja kukuba amasasi otekayo Bayibuli. Ekyo kyokutte kitabo. Amanyi gaakyo tugalaba okoze birimu. naye bagenda kukuba esasi yonka Museveni omusajja agamba banne bakwate emmuli naye abalogo muli bazibu bakwate emmuli amasasi tegajja vakuba. They did not assess the job to see the hazards and the risks of joining the army. They ended up losing their lives. Mbubagala kubeera bajaasi balwanirira eggwanga. But your brains were not ready. You were not prepared. Because the day you enter the army like this, mwayingira mu army ya Mukama mugume mbatwale mu Kayala ndi mu Space Force. Nange ndi mujaasi wa Mukama twasomye ekiro nga weebase. Why did you allow to join the army when you cannot assess the risks and hazards involved in that kind of job? Why? Ogenda kubasanga nga beekuba ekikono nga officer takwagala nga prophet takwagala agamba Mukama yogera ate naawe weka tekisoboka alyoka kukuba ekikono ate yasinga okuwulira Mukama. You're going to find all of them in when you're doing work for the Lord. You need to find a spot where you can serve God. You don't have to wait for someone to request you. There is a problem. You know the solution. Come in and serve the Lord. People are hungry. All you do, ate abalokole mutama. Ne mulyoka mubika abatulekanira scriptures. Anti mwali ya kusemu kasowani. Ate kastori ya kasowani kekamu what next. Nze kanchitereze. You cannot sit there no gamba abantu nti Museveni assigninga ku deals ennene ne mukazi wembo family affair. Tebakulimbanga. Njagala otuule owuliriza abantu nga boogera ebintu by'ekisiru nga weebeereramu. No project that comes to the country without other stakeholders knowing. Abo bennyini abagenda nga babalimba, they sign. The parliament knows. Ministers know. LDCs know. RDCs. Local councils. Because we go from the ground where the project is going to pass. There's a time I went to do a quarry in, was it on Gaza Road? You remember I have a photo when I'm standing on top of a mount, a rock. I had gone to work. Those who go and check my photos. I had gone to work. There is a quarry. I've gone to 2 quarries. There is one that is owned by Jomai. And they have a section, they sell stones in Chireka, where I almost died when I was going to Kamuli for an introduction. The stones that are there, we did their work. We had to look at the stone, make sure these men are wearing the right equipment. I studied these things, but when I went to Cobalt, they gave me a picture. They trained me on reality levels. So when I started to work, I was putting the theory and practical together. And now this is me putting the practicals and the theory into the work of God. They all rhyme. Naye gwe bye wasoma tosobola toyina na bw'obigatta tebikwatagana abazungu. Abazungu disappoint our education system. Mwe muli slow. When they give birth to a child, immediately like this, they take on the destiny of the child. In Africa, we put you in busuka and cover you. Oh, bambi, yazadde omwana nitukola baby shower. Ne tulyoka tukuleetera ebigoye. Tukola baby shower neyo after nga bamaze okuzaala. Abamu kati bye bakola nga bamaze okuzaala. Anti tulina okukweka tebakuloga n'ofiira mu lubuto omukazi n'avaamu olubuto. Kati tumala okuzaala ate ne tuleeta ebirabo kugamba akaana ne tukawonga bulungi ne kambala obwo buteeteyi bwe tuleeta. I swear. Akaana ne kakula nga kalimu olusiyazi oluyaye anti buli omu yakaleetedde ebirabo discriminating twabiddanga mwana discriminating ng'oli ku destiny y'abaana bange sijjuyi kansigale mu asayira amunzekka maama n'akalaba muliwo ekisiyaga yali anzita tamunyumiza nze biboozi bivundo nedda Esther beekweseyo kufuna simanya mpapula tebakulimba. When you step on that ground and you're getting anything, spiritually you're inside. And you're supposed to do what they do. Motolimba mbu nedda batuzanyirako mutwe mukwano. Paka nga bafudde okujjako nga bazzeemu ne beenenya. Everything changes. Guli muzimu. Soma ekitabo kya Leviticus. Mujagenda mugenda mwe nga mwagira ebyekisibo. Muli banafu temusobola kukola and you cannot pray and have faith. Oli mu kisiyaga owooza mbu Mukama yatukoledde. Mukama byankoledde tebyagereke kati alina bye yakoze totumanyirira. Oba munyiige. Uganda yammwe. Obalaba nno mwana atu. Mwagala okujja abroad. Saba Katonda byonna birina. Read Psalms 34. The earth and its fullness belong to the Lord. Add value. That is how you serve God. Add some value. Nzoba muwagira mu biwagira nze tebinkwata ku tebireeta mmere ku sowaani. Yes, company gye nkolera babiwagira bansasula. Bankuba. Ne bakuba bali banzise. Last year mu November bali banziika. Kama nangamba Esther. West segregation. Nengamba afudde West separation. Gye byamuwendo mbitali byamuwendo gwoba okyuka. And they gave me a certificate of values in motion and humor. Hey, pozi wagambye gwe comedian simanya gwe comedy wa Africa. Era gwe nakoma kweyo level. Nze ndi global please. Temwina na content. Mutulamiti y'abantu n'ebyemulaba ne muleta content. Kati mutulinnyako mbu muli baakabi. Temulina byakabi bye muli mu bujjoko bwamwe tebunyuma. Bye wakola luli era kati byokola jenne. Esther, Facebook yakuzira. Kati kasitama mufa. Nze Facebook kenzira nga mufa tena akola ki. Tukina kyakola. Nze ka Facebook kenzire. Olowooza ndiwo kunoonya likes. Nze sikyanoonya. Nakugamba I already have 6 friends. Nina mama ne tata. Nina sister nkazirako ne brother wake ne sitange batano ze namba mukaaga. Nga ameya mukamejjula. The fivefold ministries and this bishop. The high priest. And the Holy Ghost is number 7. And I have the Father and the Son. We are 9. Ng'omwana azaalibwa gguju. Kati mbuno njagalo nedda mukwana abanziika twawera tugenda kuba 9. Naye saagala kufa kati. Mbobadde otuleetera amabugo gakole ki? Omusajja alwalidde emyaka 18 kati mumutwala muleeta ka funeral service kakole ki? Muleeta ebimuli mukaaba obuziga. Obuziga bwa ggoonya. Temuddangamu. Abantu mubasiima bagenzi. Obiddanga. Basiima ogenze. Wabula abayimbi bansasa n'ennyimba zaabwe w'ekiwaanyi. Basiima ogenze. Waliwo oli. Simanya. Omukyamu. Kumbe bigenda tuula mu bulamu bwabwe. Nga bwe babiyimba. Bwe bitudde mu bulamu bwabwe weebiti era bwe babitambuza ebintu byabwe. To identify risks and hazards per job step. When you're serving the Lord, how do you serve God? This is me serving the Lord. Ati manyi. Owooza ate ali mu story. Wano kizuulira nti tuli mu kutomesa. Ojja kitegeerera. Kati. Tubadde kuba evangelist. Because it's them that go to fish. Bring the fish home. Then we kalakata eat. tugenda kukala anti kati mbakalakata pastor yabaleese manya evangelist ndi eno kukalakata anti muwoza tukalakase nnyo kigambo kukalakata tokimanyi abamu muli misota anti bwogenda tachuzinga ni gwaleeta kati you don't have skills and I have to use the key the knife the word the sword kakukalakati kuteeze tumba. It is a double-edged sword. It separates the bone and the marrow. Kati ndiyo nkukalakata. Male kuteke wali musepichi. Ate nze nombere eno nze ndi overseer. Kubanga bali kati balina okola emirimu gyabwe mbalinda bakumalirize bakumpe. Kati bakumaliriza. Nze nkulina. Nga tetunnakulya. Nze chief tester. Whatever good. The rat that cooks Ratatouille. You've watched that movie. It's a cartoon. But a rat that cooks. And there was a critic a chief tester. And the mouse cooked their food. Abaana bamwe balaba firimu ki. Balaba Nickelodeon. Ne balaba all the rubbish there is right now. Fetwalabanga Dexter's Laboratory. There was something to learn. Mwalaba Smallville. Superman. Nendaba Cats and Dogs. Netulaba Jaja yagalanga Rachel so cry. Natugamba bya kisirusiru tuli bantu. Riviera. Kyesala baye muli omwali omulogo. Tabyagala nnyo. Ali omulogo eyo. Nze kyebere no bino byendaba. Kati wobo ina amagulu g'omukulu jangu tulabe. Anti abaddu sinze mbazaala. Omwana walaba biki. Is that so serious? Sonic the Hedgehog. How can a hog run? Jangu. Kutimu jengendo kola nako kuliko abalina amagulu. When you're serving the Lord, you have to be very fast. I don't need to request you to do something when you see the problem. We need to clean the church. Or corporate, you're holding in your waist, you're looking at your bag, looking at your time, then you're looking at your kakondo, and you're the vision bearer. And you want us to do your work. As a team leader, you need to get your hands dirty. The idea is yours. The vision is yours. You work double time. Naye go to dairy. Mwageza abroad kati. Muli waweru. Fetuli eri tugulubane ka kampani ko. Olukomawo nga tukoze nnyo. Ebirabo babiwa gogogo basiima. Totujjukira na kutujjukira. Kati mwakoze pate mwawezeza abantu kanaana ku social media. Mwali mukoleddeko fe bafaanizi bo pate. Chachi, mwinayo okwebaza Mukama, muyitefu abatambuza ebintu byammwe ebya chachi. Mama mwabaina businesses, mwinayo pate yaffe, fe ababeera mu media department nga tutambuza ebintu byammwe. Mwinayo emyoleso, buli sawa ogenda kusanga nga omwoleso gwo guli ku bitu byange. Mwanatu, mulinayo omwoleso. Buli lwosanga nga ntimbya akantu ko wenna n'okyamuukirira bikimya I'm serving the Lord. You're not my friend Mbaho. I knew the risks. Nengamba bwe nkwata yeno bagenda kunchawa, but it is okay. Nengamba I'm going to cause havoc. Ebintu bigenda kuyitirira mu groups z'abantu mu boxi bwabwe bayombe. But am I ready for the ignoring system? Anti kati je mukozesa to ignore me. Unfortunately, what you're ignoring is the medicine to the season. You don't have it. Nengamba kati koze ntya manatu. Bweba nanyiga koze ntya. Bebagala sente tuziteke mbintu byabwe tujje supporting, tubalabe, following, banange, ate bagala tutegeze enjiri yabwe, yokka yerimu Yesu, fe byetuliko yaye. Nengamba kati koze ntya. Nenkaaba nga ndowooza that is the solution to the problem. Nga ndowooza wenna akaaba nga munkwatirirwa ekisampe. because I needed to identify the risks and the hazards of the assignment. Nagenda okulaba nga nkaaba byabwerere n'angamba, Esther Solome, go back and obey the rules and regulations. Go back and pick the bag of instructions and follow them to the dot. Hence you will get deliverance very fast. Nengamba, okay, kati ndi wano sekabusesi kati noli nakaabanga. Kati sekabusesi